We want to take a moment right now to clear up some misinformation being spread by the good folks over at Fox News. Look at what I saw when I opened my newspaper this morning. This is a Fox News ad saying CNN, quote, missed last Saturday's massive Tea Party protest in Washington, implying we didn't cover it at all. Well, that's just not the case. I was watching on Saturday. Our team was all over that story. We had 4 reporters there. There were 2 live trucks and more than a dozen staffers. Heck, we even sent the CNN Express. Check it out. But wow, this is a big ad. Fox wouldn't have just made this up, right? Or would they?
The Tea Party Express ends the day with the march on Washington.
We are at Freedom Plaza, just a few blocks from the White House. This is where they're going to gather, and later this morning, they're going to leave from here and march down Pennsylvania Avenue to the U.S. Capitol.
Our political correspondents have got this thing covered for us today.
Oh, yes, we are in all corners of it on the nation's capital.
This crowd has been growing, as you mentioned, by the minute. In about an hour from now, they're going to march directly down Pennsylvania Avenue behind me to the U.S. Capitol. They're going to go to the West Front. That's where Kate Baldwin is.
Pardon me if you can't hear me. It's getting kicked off and it's getting louder.
First of all, if you can hear me, this crowd is not just here about health care, but they're here about a lot of issues that they're obviously upset about. Right now, they're chanting, "Tell the truth." They've been talking a lot to me about what they think CNN should add, and here you hear them chanting.
I'm proud to be here representing America, the Constitution, and everything that we love so dearly.
We are Republicans, Democrats, Independents who finally decided enough is enough.
I'm just proud to be a part of this.
Oh, the crowds keep getting larger.
Let me ask you guys something. I got a question.
The bulk of the people that are there for low taxes, less government control, but there really is an element that's got these kind of outlandish conspiracy theories about death camps and about this takeover, people comparing President Obama to Hitler. And it really is a sizable threat. It's not just a couple of people on the edges.
These folks are tired of being taxed. They're tired of big government. And they're not too happy about some of the big health care reform plans out there. And they're letting their voices be heard.
Well, what do you know about that? Apparently CNN was there. Still, we can understand the confusion over at Fox. It may be tough for them to recognize actual reporting. Sometimes they do forget there is a difference between covering an event and promoting it. Saturday's march was a major news event. CNN covers major news events. It's what we do. It's why we're here. So to think that we'd, quote, miss something that big, well, that's just ridiculous. Let me also add, the Fox ad sends a false message that we at CNN are not listening to a whole lot of people out there, that their views somehow don't matter to us, that their events don't merit our attention. And that's also just not true. When we cover a story, we try to present all sides of an issue. We approach our coverage without bias and tell you what you need to know, not just what we think you want to hear.